A $5 piece of clay can chill your drinking water without a single drop of electricity. No compressor, no motor, no power cord, ever. This is not a new idea. Ancient Egyptians were doing this over 4,000 years ago. And the reason most people today have never seen it work is simply this: nobody makes money selling you a piece of clay. I'm Gick, and today I'm going to show you how a plain clay pot chills water using nothing but air and physics. Let's start with something you already know. When you sweat on a hot day and the wind blows across your skin, you feel cooler. That is not your imagination. That is real physics happening on your body. The water on your skin is evaporating, and evaporation pulls heat away from whatever surface it is leaving. That single idea, evaporation pulls heat away, is the entire secret behind this clay pot. Here is how it works. Unglazed clay, clay with no shiny glass coating, is full of tiny holes. Holes so small you cannot see them with your eyes, but water can pass through them. When you fill a clay pot with water, some of that water slowly seeps through those tiny holes to the outside surface of the pot. Once that water reaches the outside and the air around it is dry, the water evaporates into the air. And just like the sweat on your skin, that evaporation pulls heat directly out of the clay. The clay gets colder, and because the clay is touching the water inside it, the water inside gets colder too. No electricity, no moving parts, just water finding its way through tiny holes and the air pulling heat away as it leaves. Now let me show you this is not just a nice story. This has been measured by real scientists in real laboratories. A research team studying clay pot coolers recorded water temperature drops between 5 and 15 degrees Celsius. That's 9 to 27 degrees Fahrenheit compared to the air around the pot. A separate university study on what's called a pot-in-pot cooler design recorded a drop of about 20 degrees Celsius when the outside air was 50 degrees Celsius. That's a drop of 36 degrees Fahrenheit. This effect depends on your climate. It works best in hot, dry air. In very humid, wet climates, the air is already full of moisture, so evaporation slows down and the cooling effect is smaller. But here is the part that should surprise you. This is not some untested internet trick. This exact pot-in-pot method was studied, refined, and physically proven in modern laboratories using real thermometers and real recorded data. The physics is settled. The only question is, why did most of the world stop using it? This story goes back further than you might think. Ancient Egyptians were cooling water in clay vessels along the Nile River over 4,000 years ago. For thousands of years after that, clay water cooling was simply how people in hot, dry parts of the world kept their food and water safe. Then in the 1990s, something remarkable happened. A school teacher in northern Nigeria named Mohammed Bah Abba noticed that families in his region had no electricity and their food was spoiling within days. He remembered the old clay pot methods his own community had used for generations. So he built a simple system: one clay pot placed inside a larger clay pot, wet sand packed into the space between them. Food and drink went into the inner pot. The outer pot, kept damp, did the cooling work through that same evaporation principle. His invention let families keep vegetables fresh for weeks instead of days, with no electricity at all. In the year 2000, Mohammed Bah Abba received the Rolex Award for Enterprise, one of the most respected awards for inventors solving real-world problems. His pot-in-pot design spread to more than a dozen villages and is still used today across parts of Africa and Asia. This is not ancient mythology. This is one man, 30 years ago, proving that old knowledge still works in the modern world. Now let's talk about building your own. You need just a few simple things. 1. An unglazed clay pot or cylinder. This is the most important part. It must be unglazed, meaning no shiny coating on the outside. A glazed pot will not work. The water needs to pass through the clay. You can find unglazed clay pots at garden centers or pottery supply stores for around $10 to $15. 2. A slightly larger clay pot or container if you want to build the stronger pot-in-pot version. 3. Clean sand, enough to fill the gap between the inner and outer pot. And 4. A clean cloth to cover the top of the pot. Here's the simple version first, the single pot method. Fill your unglazed clay pot with water. Place it in a shaded, dry, breezy spot, not in direct sunlight and not in a closed, humid space. A breeze passing over the pot speeds up the evaporation and improves the cooling. Within about 30 minutes to an hour, the water inside will be noticeably cooler than the air around it. Now here's the stronger version, the pot-in-pot method, based on Mohammed Bah Abba's design. Place your smaller pot inside the larger pot. Fill the space between them with clean, damp sand. Keep that sand wet at all times. This is the part that does the cooling work. Place your food or your water container inside the smaller inner pot. Cover the top with a damp cloth. Set the whole system in a shaded, breezy spot. Add water to the sand once or twice a day to keep it damp. That's the entire build. $5 to $10, 30 minutes to set up, and it works exactly every day the sun is up and the air is dry. Now, a few honest things you should know before you build this. This system works best in hot, dry climates. If you live somewhere very humid, the air is already full of moisture and evaporation slows down significantly. You will still see some cooling, but not as dramatic. This is also not a deep freeze. It will not freeze water. It will not match the cold of an electric refrigerator. What it will do is bring your water and stored food down to a safe, noticeably cooler temperature than the surrounding air, often between 10 and 30 degrees Fahrenheit cooler. And you also need to keep the sand or the outer surface damp. If it dries out completely, the cooling stops. This takes a small amount of daily attention, a cup or two of water poured onto the sand each day. And finally, moving air helps a lot. A pot sitting in a closed, still room will cool much less than one sitting in a shaded spot with a gentle breeze passing over it. Know these limits going in, and this system will work exactly as expected. Let's bring this all together. A $5 piece of clay, 30 minutes to set up, a cooling effect proven in real laboratory studies and proven again by one school teacher in Nigeria who used it to help an entire region without electricity. No moving parts, no power bill, just water, tiny holes in fired clay, and the same evaporation that cools you down on a windy day. If you liked learning how something this simple can outperform expensive equipment, I have another video on this channel showing how an $8 copper coil can cool an entire room the same honest way. Real physics, real numbers, nothing hidden. That video is right here on the channel. I'm Gick. Build it, test it, and see what thousands of years of human ingenuity can still teach us today.